And I am back. I have been having a really hard time getting any motivation to actually record these videos, or any videos really. I haven't really done too much, but it's Memorial Day, and who knows when I'm gonna upload this. So, as you can see, my character has a new little outfit, and basically I just took the white shirt off, so really it's just skimpier than what it was before. And I changed her hair, so we're going with a little side bun and curly earls. And I'm just gonna, just gonna go ahead. I did a little shopping, and let's try to finish Neil's whole story. We'll see how long this is. Today, Sarah and I are going shopping together. I asked her if she wanted to join me as I was planning on buying a new cell phone. It wasn't because of Neil's comment about my phone still having buttons and looking like a fossil. Well, maybe a little. Regardless, I decided it was kind of time to upgrade to a smartphone, especially since Sarah keeps asking me to download this app so we can chat together. I figured she'd be the best person to take with me on a phone shopping trip. Ooh, new gadgets. Ugh. That new phone feeling, I love it. Okay, we enter the electronics store and I look around at all the phones that are on display. Their price tags are pretty brutal. Which one do you have? I asked Sarah. I think she would have something with a great camera. Sarah walks towards the one that looks sleek and black. This one, the Imperium 6. Big, but still compact enough to fit in my pocket. I don't know what I should pick. The price tag on Sarah's phone is $699. True. And I would prefer not to spend so much on a simple phone. Sarah gets distracted by the camera lenses on the next aisle, and she gleefully hops over to check them out. Look at these lenses. I should really upgrade mine. I'd like a lower aperture for indoor photography. I pretend to know what Sarah means and nod my head, all the while looking at a much cheaper cell phone. Fun fact, in school I did take photography class. I went through the whole phase of what do I want to do after high school, and ended up finding nothing I wanted to do after high school. But at least I tried it. It was like one of those burner classes you take senior year just to get a grade, I guess. The cell phone I'm holding is white with a 249 euro price tag. Someone correct me. And I really do not know what the difference is with the one Sarah has. Perhaps you simply pay more for a brand name? That could be it.
Aww.
I wish I could go too, says Sarah all of a sudden. Huh? Go where? I ask, looking up and seeing her head pop out over the shelf. Sarah walks back to where I am. That masquerade party of yours, of course. Right. After I got that invitation from Neil, obviously I told Sarah about it, and she's been green with envy ever since. Fine, you go find some asshole dude that just wants to fight with you all the time, and see how you like it. Want my invitation instead? I'm back. Now we can get back to why I came here in the first place. I still don't know which phone to pick. Sarah laughs and then continues looking for a cell phone with me. She eventually convinces me to buy the white one, and one I had in my hand before. It was a 5.5-inch screen in front of. Oh gosh, I hate that there is a button thing at the bottom of the the taskbar. Also, my internet has been dirt lately, so hopefully the skip frames will stop. She eventually convinces me to buy the one I had in my hands before. I did all that. Alright, does everything a smartphone should do. Got it. It's my first smartphone, so Sarah helps me set everything up, downloading the app she thinks I would need, and explaining how to use the touch commands. After a while, I think I understand everything well enough, and Sarah and I part ways. When I'm home, I fiddle around with my new phone. Oh, so loud. I'm entering my old contact information, copying the numbers and names from my previous phone. I even enter in Neil's number, still listing him as His Majesty. Oh, that's a cute phone. Okay, definitely an upgrade. Can I touch it? No. To test it out, I send him a brief text on the chat messaging app that Sarah downloaded for me. I'm unsure if Neil has it as well, but she assured me that most people in town have the same app. What's wrong with just texting? I don't get it. I got a smartphone. Now you can't complain. It's a fossil anymore. He's probably going to say something about how cheap it is. I smirk at myself. Neil isn't the only one with a fancy phone anymore. It's not the most expensive model that he probably has, but it's something. Yeah, but then you start getting into tiers and like cameras and like just dig yourself a hole there. About 5 minutes later, it vibrates and I check. I can only assume this is Jay, who doesn't feel the need to introduce herself in her first message to me. That is true. Did not say who it is. Because, well, I guess didn't say that if they transfer the phone number over or not either, so. Yes, it's me. You're so smart for figuring that out. Want a pat on your back. A simple compliment will suffice. Now, at this point, we're just flirting. Okay. You know, let's be nice. I know, should I be nice, or is he just gonna be an asshole? I don't know. Well, you have to earn compliments. It's so loud. Okay. He doesn't reply anymore after that, and I'm a little bit disappointed. It's a lot more fun to rib someone when they reply back to you. I guess I should start working on my costume for the masquerade ball. My dress is well on its way. The patterns have already been cut out. I just need to stitch it together. I can't wait until Neil sees it. Speaking of Neil, he just entered my boutique. I stand up straight, surprised to see him here. Neil, I question him. I was just... Neil looks around the place, dropping by to see your progress. Ah, jeez. Woo! You mean my costume? Yes, why else would I be here? You came to check out your competition? Neil sticks his nose up in the air. You cannot compete with my vastly superior Tailor. He is a huge name among very famous people. I sigh out loud. Did you come here just to brag? You could have simply done it through a text. I point at my cell phone lying on the counter. Neil's eyes perk up a little as he sees the device. He walks over to inspect it. Is that your new phone? He picks it up from the table without my permission. Model A5 Pixana. That's an outdated model. My eyes glaze over as he rattles on regarding some technical info that I don't really care about. Why didn't you get the latest version? He asks. Because my pockets aren't lined with gold. Besides, I can call and text people. That's all I need. Ah, right, I almost forgot. You're quite poor. My cheeks sting with a blush. Why is he always this hostile? Okay. I'm not poor. You couldn't pay to replace my watch, though, he points out. Normal people just don't have 6,000 to drop at a moment's notice. Oh my god, here I go again. I don't know if you guys can even see the taskbar. Probably. I walk around the counter to stand in front of him. I don't have the time to listen to you calling me poor. If you're done mocking me, how about you leave? Neil rolls his eyes at me. I didn't come here to point out our differences in wealth. I came to see your costume. Well, I'm not letting you, I answered childishly. Besides, it's not finished yet. Why don't you send progress pictures with SnapPic, he asked. Oh, SnapPic. I heard Sarah talking about that. She wanted me to use it so we could send pictures to each other. I don't quite understand the concept, though. I don't have SnapPic, I admit. Oh, it's a free app, though. Anyone can get it. I just don't really know how to install it. I can't figure it out, I say with a frustrated sigh. I take the phone out of Neil's hands and turn around, unlocking my phone and looking at the screen. A friend of mine wanted me to get it as well, but this is all very new to me. It's very confusing. Smartphones are a mystery to me, and I'm still learning the ropes. It's frustrating to be behind on technology like this. Here, let me. Suddenly, Neil peers behind me, his head hovering over my shoulder. Instinctively, I freeze up at our proximity to each other. That's way too close. You're right. Okay. His slender fingers reach out for the phone in my hands. He flicks his index finger across the screen, browsing through it. You gotta find it in the app shop first. Neil's breath is but a hair from my ear. You always breathe down people's necks. Or Neil, you're a little too close. Realizing how close he is to me, Neil backs away with a cough, averting his eyes. Apologies. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, he admits, even though I already made you uncomfortable. Did not apologize for that. I'm a bit surprised at his meek demeanor. He's usually quick to bite back at me. I was just trying to show you how to find the app you're talking about. You seem to be having trouble with it. Well, it's my first smartphone, I say, feeling a little embarrassed at my ineptness. Neil flashes me a rare smile as he chuckles lightly. Can't believe you're an adult without ever having used a smartphone before. I narrow my eyes at him. I didn't have a rich family, I point out. Here, just let me do it for you then. I bite down on my lips, staring at him for a couple of seconds, but I hand over my phone. Neil's fingers start tapping on the screen, something he seems quite familiar with. Within a minute, he is done with whatever he is doing and looks back up at me. There, you got SnapPic installed. It will import your contacts from your phone, and you'll have to create a profile. Oh, well, that was fast. Thanks, I say, feeling a little hesitant. Neil is about to hand over my phone, but then his eyes flicker across the screen one last time. He cocks his head to the side. Who's His Majesty? My eyes bulge out. He's reading my contacts. No, don't read that, I yell out frantically and reach for my phone. As I try to take my phone back, I end up bumping it out of Neil's hand and it falls on the floor. Damn it! I quickly bend down to grab it from the floor, not realizing Neil has the same idea. Our foreheads painfully bump into each other. Ah! I yelp and quickly rush to stand up straight, except I somehow manage to knock into Neil's face again, right against his chin, a sharp pain striking through my entire head. I bow away in agony, whimpering and holding my head. It's like I hit it against a boulder. What's Neil's jaw made of? Oh shit, no, his nose! Lawsuit! When I pry open one of my eyes, I see Neil standing in front of me, completely stupefied. Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay. Your nose, I shriek. He's bleeding. Neil's hand reaches out to his lips where the blood is slowly inching across and widens his eyes when he realizes he's bleeding from his nose. Well, just go ahead and grab some tissues. They're on my counter. They're right behind him. Ah, my nose! Neil starts to panic. What do I do? I've never had a nosebleed before. Helplessly, he stands there as his face starts to resemble a murder scene. Pinch it with your fingers, I say quickly, and keep your face down so that it doesn't bleed into your throat. Neil quickly pinches the bridge of his nose and looks down towards the ground. Honestly, I am one of those people that has nosebleeds all the time, so it's just like natural. So it's weird knowing people don't have nosebleeds. Ugh. Give me. See, I keep doing the taskbar thing. Give me a second. I'll go grab some tissues for you. I quickly disappear from the boutique and head to my workroom to find some paper tissues for Neil. When I get back, Neil is still standing there pinching his nose, not having moved an inch. It's kind of funny. Here, I say as I offer the tissue. Clean your face, but don't stop pinching your nose. Neil takes the tissue from me and quickly wipes away the blood from his nose. He's still wearing that shocked expression on his face, as if he truly doesn't know what to do. He looks frightened. I take the bloody tissue from him and throw it in the trash. How long do I have to pinch, he says impatiently. About 10 to 15 minutes, so don't be in a hurry to let go yet. Neil grows quiet, continuing to hold his nose while he's looking down at the floor. A few minutes pass by and we stand in silence. I can't help but chuckle a little at the situation. Seeing Neil so helpless and frantic in front of me is golden. What are you laughing at, he asks. He sounds so nasally. Sorry, it's just a little funny. Is this really the first time you've had a nosebleed? And what of it? Is this something common with you? Do you often excrete blood from your nostrils? Yes. I don't know, not often, but everyone I know has gotten at least one since when they were kids. I recall the times I've had a nosebleed before. In my life. Okay, I read that right. It's kind of amazing Neil has managed to live through his life without getting a single one. Figures. The first time I get one is because of you, he mumbles. What's that supposed to mean? Well, this is your fault, you know. I huff. It was an accident. It's not like I wanted to knock into you on purpose. Sure about that? You love breaking my things after all. And then we have, as much as I'd love to hit you, this time it wasn't intentional. Those were all accidents. I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. See, now he's responding well to my nice comments. And, it's hard. It's a hard decision. Neil visibly recoils from me, eyes widening in shock. What? He gasps at me. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all, I mutter. How about you stay away from my face from now on? I ignore his warning and take a step towards Neil. Nonsense. Let me see how your nose is doing. But back off, he says in a shrill voice, taking a step backwards. Neil looks really distraught, so I can't help but grin and corner him against my counter. Not another step, he warns me. Just let me take a look. It's been long enough by now. Don't be a big baby. No, what if my brain falls out? I laugh. Are you sure you got any brains left in the first place? Neil glares at me. Ha ha. It might be funny to you, but I'm the one bleeding. I promise. It'll be okay. My hands reach out towards his nose. Neil surprisingly slumps his shoulders and defeat and lets me remove the hand on his nose. His arm falls to his side and I let go of his clammy hand. I study his face, seeing only a smidge of blood near his nostril still, but it's not bleeding anymore. How's it look? He asks nervously. Surprised by Neil's vulnerable look, I can't help but stare at him. His guard is usually up and he's constantly arguing with me, but here he looks fragile and a little scared. You know, I start in a soft voice. My hand stretches out towards his face using my thumb. I press it against his upper lip and wipe away the blood stain. For someone who works at the hospital, you know surprisingly little about medical emergencies. Neil turns his head to the side, then pushes my hand away from his face. I'm not a licensed medical practitioner. There's no reason for me to know what to do with a nosebleed, he argues weakly. Well, Neil, it seems the bleeding has stopped. You can breathe a sigh of relief now that your brain hasn't fallen out. I chuckle at him. Neil's cheeks turn the slightest shade of pink. Oh, how cute. He's getting embarrassed. That's what he gets for calling me poor. Don't patronize me, he barks. He slinks away from me and the counter and skips towards the exit. I'm leaving. I can't help but snort and wave at him. See you at the party. Be sure to take tissues with you. Goodbye. Neil opens the doors and dashes out of my boutique. I'm a little gleeful that I get to tease Neil like that. He keeps coming around. He keeps just coming back for more. Whose fault is that? It feels good to bring him down a notch from his pompous attitude. I can't wait to rub it in his face when he sees my glorious masquerade dress. Hope it doesn't get ruined. Oh. Schnapples. Okay. Myself. Oh, shit. Why did I choose this design? It's actually very gorgeous, I have to admit.